Hello, my dear friends. Shurma here. A very warm welcome to my channel and hope you're having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to share with you a lovely tutorial. How to paint superstar roses in one stroke deco art style. The materials needed for today's project are all listed over here. To start with, I have a white watercolor paper 9 centimeters by 14.5 centimeters in size, and I have splashed it with some liquid watercolors like Evergreen, Poison Ivy, Moody Morven, Lemon Tart. Now here is the palette for the roses: pink acrylic, orange, Indian red and acrylic white. I will be using flat brush number 6. It's a very well loved and a very old brush. And I am picking up orange, pink and white and blending the colors well. This is called triple loading of the brush because I've used 3 colors at the same time. Before I go on to make the roses, I will block a little area of the size of the rose I want to create with Indian red, pink as well as orange. Here is the first layer of the petals, and this will be my first rose. Superstar roses are a blend of orange and a bit of pink. At certain times there is a bit of yellow as well, but for this particular project today I will be using orange and pink for the roses. These are the first layer of the petals, and here is the center of the rose. Today's superstar roses are dedicated to a wonderful friend, Ritu Tandon. She has been my classmate in school. We have been together right from elementary up to high school. When we were in kindergarten, we used to sit together on the same bench, and we had a great time tasting each other's food from the lunchbox in between classes. Now, how amazing is that? And well, we have shared wonderful times together. And even after going to college, I have met her many times because her department was just next to mine. So that is a very long association. She is a wonderful soul and a very beautiful person. She once wrote for me, and I quote, "Character is a byproduct. It is formed during the great manufacture of daily duty." Now, what is character? Have you ever wondered? Character is the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. It is a trait, quality, or a high moral code. Character education is very important in today's day and age. It is a learning process that enables young minds to understand, care about, and act on core ethical values like trustworthiness, respect, responsibility, fairness, and caring. The best role models, according to me, who can instill these values in us would be the women in our lives. are the ones who are the primary caretakers of children and elders in every country of the world. They are the Devi incarnate. They possess the divine female energy that rules the world. They are an epitome of strength, love, sacrifice, and courage. They have attained immense success in every field. They march side by side with men in all walks of life. And women are very focused, have unique decision-making qualities, and I feel the best role model for the young minds would be the women of the world. They are the creators and the nurturers, and they're greatly empathetic and great listeners too. There is a Sanskrit shloka, a beautiful one, and I quote, Yatra naryastu pujyante ramante tatra devata, which means where women are honored, divinity blossoms there. Nothing can be so precise and pointed, and it sums it all so beautifully. Today is March 7th, and the year is 2021, and this being the eve of International Women's Day, that is 8th of March, and that happens to be tomorrow. So here's a shout out to all the lovely ladies of the world. You rock. More power to you. And here's wishing you a very happy Women's Day. That brings us back to the superstar roses. I'm still on the second rose. These twists and turns of the petals which you see, they bring a lot of character to the floral images. And they're fun to do as well. It's about technique and holding the brush correctly and moving it in the right way. Once I was happy with the roses, I went ahead and picked up a liner brush to just strengthen the center of the roses with more of Indian red acrylic. At this point, I went ahead and stamped a sentiment on the project paper, and this is the palette for the leaves. I have olive green, deep green, Indian red, deep magenta, and white acrylic, and I'm using a flat brush number 6 for loading the colors. So I blend the colors well, and before I create the leaves, I block certain little corners underneath the flower with olive green at times and Indian red too, depending on what kind of shading is needed in that particular area. Well, this technique looks a bit messy at present, but if you stick around, you will see how it transforms the entire project once the leaves are created over them. At this point, I also need to be careful about not to disturb the sentiment. So I am using very nimble fingers here. I am trying to create a loose stem. Later on, I will work on it. Now here are the one-stroke style beautiful leaves in the making. If you would like to know more about one-stroke deco art, leaf strokes and petal strokes, then I would encourage you to visit my past videos. I would drop some of the links in the description box below. If you notice well, you will see some of the leaves are very dark. That is where I have added a bit of deep magenta to dark green. And that helps to create a lot of variation in the leaves. And that looks really interesting in real life. There you go. You can see Indian red and white leaves here. Back to deep green and white. Those are slider leaves. Here I'm working on the stem. And I'm using a liner brush for the same. You might have noticed that I add a bit of white on Indian red. Yes, that is to show light and shadow on the stems. Here I went back to the first flower to just correct some of the petals which I was not very happy about. And I have made the flower centers with acrylic golden yellow. Once I was happy with the painted panel, I went ahead and mounted it on a light purple note card. And that is a wrap on today's project. Hope you had fun watching me paint the superstar roses in one-stroke deco art style. Please connect with me on my social media handles and I would be very glad to be in touch with you. We'll be back soon with more interesting videos. Till then, stay tuned. Bye-bye.